as I was walking through the museum art gallery, I had seen this certain painting, which is by Niels Carlsen, and it's called Shanghai. And this was made in 2007 while Niels was in New York City. He had moved there in 1995, and in 2007 he made this. He currently still lives in New York today, and I find this painting very unique because I saw my first one, or first hypothesis of it, was that it looked like a celebration. And as I was looking at the painting, the first thing I saw was the focal point, which was the girl. Her brightness or the whiteness of her makes her really stand out. And not only does this make her stand out, but also the lighting directly pointed at her makes her stand out even more. As I was looking through the painting as well, I saw these little rings or circles kind of way. I first thought they were fireworks because of how bright and colorful they were. And as I was looking deeper into them, I saw that each little paper that was there, which I thought was very unique, had a little picture on them, which could be talking about their culture, could be talking about their ways, or could be talking about a certain moral of the story. Which I thought this was very unique as well, because most of the paintings I was looking throughout were basically using the same thing over and over again. I didn't find anything like this that was so unique to use paper and pictures as a medium. Also, as I was looking through, I saw these, again with the pictures, making like a wall. And this painting is mainly set in what I think is China. And as you can see, through here, you can see all of the white pictures forming up. I think this is supposed to represent the Great Wall, and I find this again very unique how they're able to use pictures and paper to form something very big and large. And you can see that there's multiple kind of cities or towns. And I thought this was very cool to see and everything. Sorry about that. Also, at the very top, you kind of see, I thought these were either stars or fireworks that could go along with my hypothesis of a celebration, and that how she's on top of a wall of the Great Wall, holding a red flag or cloth to represent maybe a revolution or a holiday, and that they're celebrating over it because of this important day. I also had a different hypothesis about how this painting could be representing actually war, because of the girl could be looking distressed, and the red flag or cloth could represent someone trying to help her, or she needs help, an SOS. I also thought with the fireworks, I thought these could also be explosions as well, but my first theory was that they were fireworks. I found this very unique that they could actually have two different hypotheses or meanings in a painting, just aside from one which I've seen so far. And mainly with the explosions, it could actually be causing the city to fall apart, or to be attacked by a certain thing, or they're attacking a certain city, and this is the girl of that certain city who's trying to get away. Also, if you look through, I was saying earlier, I saw this little picture right here of men who were gathered up. As soon as I saw this, I thought it was more evidence to both theories, because the men could be either grouping up, for a celebration, drinking and stuff like that, to represent a holiday over a certain celebration, or they could be drinking after a war for a celebration like that, or they could be prepping for a war, getting their stuff together, eating, and then setting out for a battle. You could also see that there's multiple, what seems this man right here has a gun, which was more evidence towards the war-worthy theory, because I don't think someone during a celebration would shoot a gun, but it could be something like a flare gun, which could be used for celebration, I guess, because of fireworks. But I mainly thought it would be more of a war kind of way because of how people take up arms in order to fight and everything. And as just looking through, I found it very unique how they're able to shape again the wall and the entire what seems to be either a castle, a large building, just out of pictures and getting the shape, which I thought was very unique. And while looking at this painting, you can see that there's many things that the painter used, such as cloth, graphite, ink, paint, stuff like that. And it just overall looks like one of the best paintings I think in this entire museum. But again, since the entire girl stands out with her brightness and the light, making her the focal point, very much makes her stand out to me. And also, I thought this was a little bit of abstract art as well, because of how the fireworks looked and how like the certain papers that we used were able to make it look like a certain way, which I thought was very unique as well. Because as again looking through the rest of the art, I hadn't seen anything like this that was using certain actual tangible objects to actually use it for painting, making certain things, and then overall it's just making it look really beautiful. So again, the artist was Niels Carson, who was born in Germany, and that's the end of my review. Thank you for listening.